So we're still in quarantine, which means though that we can mess with our hair with little social consequence. Now, we can either buzz it.
So as you guys can see, I buzz my head.
Go bald, grow it out, try a new haircut if you live with someone who can cut your hair for you, or we can experiment and master the haircut that we have right now so that it becomes easy and effortless. Because, my guys, anything that regards our looks, whether it be clothes or hair, should not take that long at all, and we shouldn't be putting too much time and effort into it. Alright, that's at least my philosophy, and the latter is what we're gonna do. Now, since my last hair video, which got 100,000 views,
close enough.
So, Papa bless thickly, you guys asked me a ton of questions, one of them even being, how do I make my hair curlier, and how do I make my hair thicker? And I'm gonna answer that question, plus a lot more just like that, because today, I'm gonna show you guys how to prep your curly hair by using pre-stylers. Now, the great thing is that these tips can apply if you have super thick curly hair like mine, or even fine hair, wavy hair, and even straight hair. Now, before we begin though, I'd like you guys to watch till the end because I have a very important question that I'd like for you guys to answer for me. But first we have to answer the question, what exactly is a pre-styler? In short, a pre-styler is a product that you put in your hair before the final styling product goes in. Now, you don't necessarily have to use a pre-styler every time you do your hair, but it is extremely helpful for adding health, volume, texture, all that jazz to your hair when you want to look extra crispy. Now, like I mentioned, I have super thick curly hair, but I have tips for everyone who has hairs on top of his head. Now, I had this to say in my last hair vid about the Pete Pedro conditioner. I don't have Pete Pedro conditioner at the moment. Now I do. Yeet. But I plan on buying me some, because if it's anything like their shampoo, which I don't doubt, it'll be great. Well, I've been using this bottle since October now, and no joke, the best conditioner I ever used. Period. It doesn't give me that weird, way too soft, uncontrollable texture that most conditioners do for some reason, and it's mega concentrated. I mean, that's all I gotta use. It's absolutely fantastic. And it smells really good and minty. So, and you know, I've had, like I said, I've had this bottle, same bottle, for like over half a year now, and I'm only like halfway through it. So, yeah, it's definitely worth every penny I spent on it. It's nothing. It was like 20 some bucks. So, definitely worth the money. And so now I got my conditioner in my hair. I'm just gonna towel dry it, and now we can finally start using those pre-stylers. Let's see them. Now, all the products I'm going to be using are from Pete and Pedro. They did send me out this stuff, but don't worry, they're not paying me. They didn't even tell me what I could or couldn't say or anything like that. They just let me do my thing, and I'm a legit fan of them.
Sup, homies?
If you couldn't tell already. Now, I get a lot of questions asking, how do we make my hair thicker or curlier or both? Well, this is how. By using sea salt spray. Now, you can use a thickening tonic, but to be honest, this does the trick just fine, and it's fantastic stuff. It's recommended for a reason. It adds texture and body to your hair, especially fine hair, and can even make wavy or slightly curly hair even curlier. Now, you can apply it to damp hair or dry hair, but if you want to make it curlier, apply it and spray it to damp hair and scrunch it up a bit. My mom is a professional, and this is exactly what she does with her clients. Now, while this does separate my hair and I found it to hold my curls up quite nicely, it doesn't have as big of an effect on me because I already have super thick curly hair, and so the change isn't as radical, and that's what my mom found out with her clients. There's not as much of a difference, and it doesn't work as well if you have really thick hair. That's the key thing. Plus, this dehydrates your hair, and the thing is, thick curly hair already is less oily than straight or thin hair. So just keep that in mind. If you have real thick hair, you may not want to use this, but what you do want to use, definitely, is Argan Oil. If I use anything besides my normal routine with just conditioner, it's Argan Oil. I've used this stuff for years and years now, and I absolutely love it. It makes your hair nice and soft, but not too soft to where you can't control it. And it also makes it nice and shiny, but a natural shine, not too strong and artificial looking. And it makes your hair stronger and not only look healthy, but it actually heals your hair. It's got healing benefits to it, and it moisturizes it, conditions it, and will help damaged hair. And the great thing is too, you barely have to use any because it's an oil. A little goes a long way. Now you can use this on damaged fine hair, but for us thick hair boys, this is absolutely perfect. So in case you guys didn't know already, besides using conditioner and argan oil, I don't use any other products in my hair. And I know that most of you guys don't have hair or a haircut exactly like mine, so I'm gonna do what I haven't done in years. I'm gonna straighten my hair. If you have straight, wavy, or curly hair that you straighten, I'm gonna show you how to use these pre-stylers. But first, the final and most important pre-styler, heat protector. Use this whenever using heat of your hair. I didn't when I was in college, straightening my hair every day, and I permanently straightened and absolutely fried it. So don't do what I did. Use this. All right, let's go. Round 2. Now, thin hair boys, use your sea salt spray. My thick hair boys, we're using argan oil. Just a little bit. See? Get her in there. Good. We're done with the pre-stylers. Now we have the final product. I'm using Pete Pedro Putty. You can use whatever you want. I hold low shine. What was this stuff when I was in college? Grab a chunk. Add. Rub. Dissolve. And add. Making sure I got it. Add separations. Comb your hands through it. Don't forget the tips. My hair's cut to be curly, so forgive me if it ain't perfect. I don't do this anymore. I do it for you. You know, for being rusty at this, turned out pretty rust-free. Easy. So whether you have super thick, ultra curly hair, or real fine, wavy, or even straight hair, pre-stylers will not only make your hair look better and easier to manage, but it'll also make it healthy and stay healthy. I used a ton of products throughout the years, and Pete and Pedro by far is my absolute favorite, so I'll have them all linked in the description below so you can go check them out. But before I leave, remember I had a question I'd like for you guys to answer? Well, in the comment section down below, let me know if there's any other hair or grooming related videos in particular that you would like to see. And please, if you could, share and like this video so that I know this is the kind of content that you guys want, because I make this for you, and this is a group thing, and we are in this together. All right, my homies, I'll see you all next week. Adios. Or, it's Pete and Pedro. Adios. There we go. And some Spanish in there. So the governor just made the quarantine even longer. That stupid